ebe appeal yana mehe kurade magaga kuere gaga kuna our appeal we dey wait for them make them announcement for our leader we the extraordinarily ready shagaka matu sinokurobu. Now waiting the happen na be today program now waiting the happen na be today program una hona ni na see the thing where they happen tomorrow wechi mikodo chimeze go beyond the air go come for air go talk on me on me ikuku na-ekutu mmadụ not be that one alone for Saturday ụmụ nwanyị my ga-abịa ụmụ m ndị weno they go come ndị kremi ndị come they come on Sunday they will demo today na agwakọta ya ọnụ ekwe achịkọta ọnụ ekwe we dey talk and we dey wait for the thing we got to go talk ihe the audio meme ihe na gabigalism ihe na gabiga audio meme we hear the kwende people they take us to play football amateur they come make us shame they come make us shame that means say we useless they no catch this person, they go catch the other one, and this person go say catch the other one. You put them together, they say will not be miscreant. Make gonna prize them. They are useless. They are miscreant. Oh yeah, finish them. We don't understand them before. We don't understand them. Saying that the meaning of the meaning. We have and then go come talk in another way. If you open your mouth, I'll reduce you to nothing. You know, saying something. You know, saying something. No one makes something talk, but when something open mouth to talk, you go reduce them to nothing. We know. Bayama. We know Ribalama. We know remember it. We know remember it. Our leader, they were the Talahu now for us. Now because of us in the day. In the human are baffled. In the inhuman are baffled. We don't stay. Many and nobody they open mouth talk. And they go many na poto. Ndi mmadụ na mmiri poto. Amo eba na asikwa na si ya mpu. Idide. You first are picking them, then go drink up. You go to gutter water. You make them swallow and drink up. Una tekun uranya bunu here. Wickedness we pass we arruala. We pass arruala. Which one pass them? Abi, you don't know. This is not the thing where people they do to other people. And when they do, me say, one Nigeria. Awe one kana koro kukwanyo ukukino nyo ukumuna gawe ukugidiche kemdiche ukumdicho. I'm telling you now, ana magwakwa eziokwu ya kwa ihunu kuma adiche ukum nwere ike mecha ahịa gba jasko bakum kosa Me, I don't know your own. Ukum, when he can hitch I bakum cosa, plum, when I gave him naga. Kiss him no kunago. Go here and camel. Where you go talk and say, I can't mammy above for them no man hanging on mammy ahun. And how cano a kumi and how cano tosha above for mad with Lenania. Mbemba manga mbana ga school where we dey go school where they take pot improvise bathroom Ghana go tintim no Ghana mekro dej gekwana Ghana mekro ewelite mu wai ora ochiche inu ya gana ewele wona compost ane keyeke agri house onu weta Livingstone on one winter, Wilberforce on one winter, eke on eke, ekere on eke. Ana buy here, and I want to pin a do cook to buy here. I hear gave us suppose rega. So uku mad, ebi tunuruku, natorogaka, ebe naga. Ebo la madi turuku natura konya hakebo naga ina lazo gini kijina lazo kwa azoke ina lazo you get plenty thing where we dey do where our people this thing where we dey do here not be joke. Not be joke. Our leader today then go talk something where person will not do anything when I go hold because now only Igbo. No Igbo. Only Igbo merengene. Okuruka. So you go reduce them to nothing. Maka no kuruka. The one Nigeria. I better know them. At the picture now because when you know they talk through, when you know they talk through to yourself, it they make me wonder who go tell you, say you the lie, so that you go no say cannot be leather. Nobody go tell you one you going. But when somebody can't tell you, get where we were, you begin the vex. Why the vex? And no sabi. Who you the vex for? And no sabi. What you go get with your vex? And no sabi. Getting buggy. If our leader, the selfish, he no go there where he did today. If our leader the selfish, he no go there where he did today. If I take bag full of money, they go where they go. Say that on a sabi, that on a own wahala. Ekerela mokem kem so to amasiru no me. You no get that mind. Omo go do bien. Why you dey kill my people? Why you dey kill my people? Oh, okudimba. That time the killing of Ndibo, umu bobai, not be nothing to them. Every boy where they walk out for the boom, they shoot them down. Every young bobo where they wali share they shoot them down. I am my hen abiano. Only now do we consider say this not be the normal thing or something wrong here. Anyway, you see young Baba where they go shoot him, he die. Onye na-ekuka, onye na-emepiom. Ị ga anụ ebe mkpụrụ pin dara n'ala. Ụmụ nwaanyị anya na-azụzụ ha everywhere. Onwe ndị na-ekwu ụka. Ihe na-eme. Our leader where them put for Olompro. What did he do? He not do anything. He just talk the thing with the apple. He talk the thing with the apple. They can't tell you say Nigeria army, and you know say you get Boko Haram, Boko Haram there. ISIS there. ISIS of SWAP of West Africa there. Bandits there. All these people then there. Now who then they pursue? Biafra men. Biafra men. As long as you could, and I chogacho. Oh, kedim benkegi. Na turn by turn. You know the see. You know the see. Na turn by turn. When you reach your turn, you go. And then they use our own very people. They commit the criminality. Early this week, they released Boko Haram people. Now them, they take them out, say we don't release them all. Now they take them home and say we don't release Boko Haram. They repent. So we don't release them. This is not the enter inside Nigeria. Well armed. So you got Buraha Gahawan or Sumo Hanyon or Baku. When Nigeria, we're not to get it.
Now where they plan to vote for Shetima, this one is the kind of thing we have the experience for Shetima regime. Now waiting now the experience for APC regime now be this. All now where they plan to vote for Muslim tickets. All of now where want make Boko Haram come finish all of us for Nigeria. Now waiting now the experience now be this one. This one are just example. This one are military where we say they assign. Join on other crew, make them go fight bandits for Maduguri. You see the way this boy take every ammunition follow body. Now military, now in France, they arrest us. So this one not be say now on no person. No, not be among the big men for military. Not be they give her this assignment. Not be people where they not be listening at this message. It is this boy just carry this ammunition put for body by himself. No, now that is not possible. Now people now saying that. Now people. Now they work for this arrest, they arrest us, so it's just not. When I was see where in France, so when it's okay, they get it. No, don't worry. Boko Haram ammunition, they kill all of us, So now they go, they supply them ammunition. You don't say when they do this thing. You don't say, don't meet you today. Then they tell now, make I leave now, make una watch the video. Now I say make I go tell ABC supporters, Shetima supporters, Boko Haram supporters. Me, I can't tell them. This one, I waiting for the experience for the next how many years, though. I know that they don't care about the masses. They only care for themselves. And they don't care that people are killing everybody true. They don't mind because when they get the security, but they're going to use when they deceive our poor masses to make them come vote for. Shetima, where we go. Now they be this, so now their handwork be this. Now APC handwork be this. Now people on top handwork be this. Now person I send this boy message. The boy not just gather carry ammunition, life one follow for me. I live now. Another one. Where lose his belt. His incantation don't pass our own. No. Honestly, don't hit him. What the fuck? I said this man don't take for this business. I swear this man don't try.
No, camera.
No, he's on camera. Don't worry.
Come back.
Open.
Let's go. Wait now, wait.
No,
Give me that knife. Give me that knife.
Okay, it took a minute.
Kamilu,
Come on your hand.
if I see any soldier for this place, I'll punish you. You are not going anywhere.
Gently,
Oh, yeah, that cover that. Kamilu,
Lima one gently.
that cover them up now. That cover them up.
Be careful with your hand. See, this one don't take now.
Don't say now.
This one don't take.
Don't say where the
That 400 something.
No, don't worry. Let them just. You not naked me.
Come on.
Now, Copra. One cover everybody.
Come on, your hand. Mate, feel like no matter I do this one, you must enter.
You don't
99 days for the thing. You go and give up around this so that you come and attack us in this camp. Don't worry. God pass you.
When we shall come to the
I see. All this one don't take. Look at that. This one now, they don't roost.
See. Whoa, the
They try. They want me to.
Chai. One person. The thing I not look am properly yesterday. Now today I couldn't look am proper. How this man carry so many ammunition, so many bullets? And he take a mail and bajuku. With a trouser cover him. Orurie ruruza bo nkuku na nke ebe akpot otupaya. Ageche no book. A man of bullet. Ko ruru chiaro. Inwete ebe ihe inwete ebe tinyere ihe na akpa. Ihe were aga anyị ndị Boko Haram ndị release ha bịa pịa anyị mmanwụ n'ishi. I know the people will catch me. They she's out. I don't know. I come in the APC and I will vote. In the vote. Mgbe egwu ga na-ekwu kaka kurukuku kaka kurupa nne m God can't help us. Chineke na ha eziga ụzọ. God don't they show you road. A na-ezigara gị na nwa akpọ mgbe mmiri ara lara gasị and breastfeed me. Time they come. Oge na-abịa. Mgbe eji atụ ịbara agafeela. You go open your eye. You go open your eye. See the thing where they happen. They know the thing where they look for. Akai gana ganiru. As we they go. We go to Rotolaka no for the here. Rotolaka no for the here. Now waiting the happen now be today with the Metolaka no for the uku. No for the uku. Okwa ne Metolaka wo na London. 16, 17 million man march. 16, 17 million man march. Now waiting the happen. Now where we they do so. Sunday, this Sunday. Now be 16. Today na 13. Oruleru. October 16, 2022. 11:30 to 3:30. Now for LFC Stadium. Manfield, Liverpool. Now where that gathering could take place. But for Monday, October 17, it will be 10 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Now the London gathering, Trafalgar Square, London. From there, I go march to Commonwealth office. Then I go down Parliament Building. Go now for a leader, release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And chekwa oziezi maka ye cut of appeal. I am not connected. Kepu when he had not kepu. Onye na-enwe ihe o mere etinye ya na aga. Onye na-enwe ihe o mere just talk say leave my people alone, make you not they kill them. Na him be the ihe ọjọọ mere. Ogula we ihe ọjọọ mere. And you they talk say you they make one Nigeria. Anyway, for the London match, for the mega rally, Liverpool London. I know some people don't book them start finish, and some of them don't begin they go there anyway. For the for Woolwich, Catford, Croydon, and Lewisham. There's the areas where people go lodge. They go make them easy. If you want information, you go call Zemanze na +447 950 71 1491. Pick-up point for Liverpool journey now for Sunday, October 16, at the Capital House, 47 Rushy Green, Catford, SE6, opposite Aldi supermarket. At 7 a.m. you go. They come out, begin to go there. So 9 be that. Our people now waiting they happen now where would they do today. So we would go wirely. We would go wirely. Echi Garaga, I tell you now the thing where they happen. Aroroala. Things they happen to us plenty. I tell you about the thing where happen. Kayinji Dam, the water Pasagare. Na dem opinion. All the southeast area flood. Maybe Shichangwa hand them mad. Government to no all the governors But when I came to Kurupim, nobody don't open mouth to talk. Everybody. Ono arachela. Ono arachela. Anyway, we could come back to the matter. Guys, you knows you. As you knows you. We come back to the matter. The Ozi plenty. So, Ozi the ones we could talk, the ones where we know pretty talk. So, with the small they put to the Ozi through. Make people they hear them. So now so it be we go try proper make things good for us. We go try. And that's how we're gonna do them. Could have give me 2 minutes. I'll go 2 minutes to come here. Ihe ọjọọ na-eme, ihe ọma na-eme.
We, the global family of indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, under the command and control of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they use this medium, they sound this trumpet loud and clear for everybody to hear them, both the deaf and the dead. Say all these people, both big and small, in Biafra land, where they use the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ipob or ESN, they work at they commit one community or the other, just to grab body and other nonsense for our body in the name of the kidnapping, collecting of tax and rates, and different levies, even snatching of cars. All right, later to people saying that we support ESN, then the ESN, our hand in no day at all, our hand in no follow, and they no follow for what we they do. Ipob, ESN, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, na brand name. Why not they carry coal at all? Or do rough things, my people. We know them, we know send them, and them no follow for waiting with they do. These ones, in another brand of mask, in another style, in another form, and another shape will discuss. Every papa, mama, brother, sister, auntie, uncle, quick match. Advise your picking or brother now. For the leg where they waka krukere, where they see sharply, they see them. Person where they put hand for water where crocodile they make shakara. One thing they find, my brother na palaba, and they go catch them. Two was not there for the thing. If the dragon where they fly, which come you. Now look at the dance, then go play for you, and you must dance that dance. And before you don't dance that dance finish, your name will become obituary. But the workers of iniquity and the hired laborers, including their sponsors, in different shape and different countries and different towns, and in different places, Ipob, under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go play Puna, Surugede. And that music, una must dance and it go play and it go show. Two words, no day for the thing. As we talk, now so it go be. Enough of our tower everywhere, whether a politician so or whatever send una, we know one know. Our dragon net go hold on. Remember, the fly we know they follow instruction or advice, they follow that body enter grave. We, the indigenous people of Biafra, under under St. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no they carry last at all. And we dey blow this trumpet because when it go begin happen, una go be thy kingdom come, while our name go be thy will be done. This message now from the Ogungalicious, charismatic, indefatigable, great indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, the real owners of the land. They bring una this message. This now your opportunity to turn a new leaf.
During a tomato, so from Sorogowe, opportunity come but once. A Biafra, this now opportunity. Now our opportunity now be this. The Aruala and Aroshian where all many Toru Lelu. I am one kuruka. No governor talk. No governor open mouth. Say what thing happen. How the water? Why? Ogini meren here don't wash me. Nobody talk. Ihe na area no talk. Oh, ihe na area. Ekuloka. Ekuloka. The thing where the happen be say ogo analo njemai na aga njemai na aga na owu njem ndị na-emegharị gị anya juru eju. Ndị na-emegharị gị anya them plenty. And now we the people where they lead, now we the people where they Ipob, DOS and HOD. They tell you said then they do something and then they do. Those people where you just hear the criminals where they go deceive, say na ESN they enter. Where our leader taking mouth tell you say we not the recruit, no ESN. DOS can't open mouth say we not the recruit, no ESN. You know the thing where they do, oh ESN agwala. ESN agwala. Ebushela ESN. They don't kill ESN finish. So we go make a this na the propaganda way they use. He enter una hear na take una ear. For the fact that they won't recruit their own, can't deceive una. They say DOS don't finish ESN. DON don't disband ESN. DOS mekolanka. HOD mekolanka. I won't agree. Accusation maurundo ibo without foundation. The thing where they said we not the recruit anymore ESN. Bishita chalanda ESN. Kubisha chalanda. So I got me ESN. Why na no so na they go make una own army? Take the ESN them come out. Una say ESN will not finish, una still keep the ESN. Eba in Madianya. And now which people? Now them they commit the crime. And they take the name, go give them to ESN. Even the two Obonas. Obona, which one? Two Obonas there for house. Two Ikechuku there for house. Ikechuku, which one you they call? Nkogologo. Let's say how about Rogologo? Nkimimpia. But the Confucius say when you go there, you go say, Obo Naimimpia. So that people go know the one way go talk. Now, so these people can say, yes, anything where IPOB do, where they don't sack all the people where they commit criminality, they use the name of IPOB and ESN, they sack them, take them, come out. Now, what thing then they do, then they go back, go replicate, go copy in IPOB name. They make their job not to make sure say they confuse you. And now you will get the brain to know where you stand. Marebeku. And some people they do this, said, onion do not go come out. So if onion do no come out, I gotta we get you everywhere. Ndibo les kwa no nanya. Make una take proper look at yourself. For the rain where they beat una see the cloud, millionaire. So you go say you dey go market or you no go market, or you go waka begin go home early or not. So mbe mini be aswag get you dele. Abi you no see am when they come. Now the same thing where we they see here. The power where IPOB get, the power where DOS get, the power where HOD get, it vex people. They won't be them. And they don't try. They don't go for ESN. Waiting happen. They kill the boys for nothing. Then go gather the boys, go put them for push. Open up. No, she no nothing. Abia so hakuhati o ibushichala ESN nine. No be a ESN no na kilo. No now. Where they make double ESN. They kill our young boys. And our people blind. You know, they go fundraising. You know, they open this, open that. And the thing where they happen to say, all these boys were not they kill. Now federal government they give una the money. Make una they kill our young boys. Or not they succeed. And we don't talk them. We not the recruit for ESN. So any ESN way you enter, not be IPOB ESN. Now autopilot. And then go finish you like then they finish the rest of them. And when they finish you say na ESN, not be ESN. We know what we get. And we know who they there. Badonya anyanala. Only do come out today. I don't know. I ain't area from Bagara. Because you no go follow instruction. Because only do no day. Only na no la jena na eberoko. So if only do no day, you no go listen. Now be the Obagara. I won't be the leader. Onya Traka Lekwa, Onya Gawi leader. You don't want them. What happened came in a point. Make you leave the leader who you do put there. Go make your own they go. But the Unsobuna there will wear a hankegi, Ejiquela Hankendinano. Nemea. For the fact say Nijia handing came in a mene mea, Jirene Woya Roala. Umwaka di senolo. Ata biscuit. Aku umwaka di se. Panyetara biscuit. Not be me. Ikechi, not be me. Obinna, not be me. Azunna, not be me. Obamwaka, not be me. Then now who? Because umwaka juru there. Lezie n'anya. Now waiting the happen. Nambi to the program. The thing where they happen. The thing where they happen. Now we go determine how it go be. The case where they go for Abuja, na IPOB, na DOS, na HOD. When the lawyers they talk, not be everybody, they talk. Na DOS, HOD. So if you see road, they enter bush, that na your wahala. If you see road, they enter bush, na your wahala. The question where I want to ask now. Sometimes people they do something like say they don't know how world today. You they go marry wife, not be say you want wife. You say the baby they look nice. I been a nice you they look. I been a nice you they marry. Go marry him because you look nice. You look like Mame Water. When you enter house, you go sinanya. Our people say Agwabumma. Gal Mame Water with no logi because of Mame Water. Obi agezugike. Obi agezugike. Because you will really akagega lara inhege bugin. This lady, it isn't only you they see the lady Wi-Fi. It isn't not only your eye they catch. But guy will read the one all. Queen, they go to make a go business trip. I go come back. Okwapo nolo onyoza kuwaka nozo. I want to drive a I go drive myself. We'll be no nature about the Queen. You got no Tawai. Casualty number 1. Ile anyebe naga. We begin on a Queen it or an E wul la latin hedia. I know say make you no marry Mame Water. The thing be say when you go to do make you know the thing with the fuller. Agwabuma. If you go marry one, say na agwa de ma. Na gadi get church. My second hand day there. I can't even then I kept up not there. I kept up I can't even my right man. My right woman. The thing with the kill us plenty. The thing where they kill us plenty. Obi eru mala. Obi eru umala. On a wetasobo. All the duplication show you say those who won't make Biafra fail are your brothers. And now our own people, they follow them. I no go say you confuse. For the fact say you know they listen to Radio Biafra way. I only the only do tell you say no more recruitment of ESN. When the time come, we go tell them. When I never hear them, we get Boku, we get plenty. get plenty. So any young boy they see for road, kill him na ESM. Our women they go farm, na our ESM they protect. So the thing we go do, go bapo kainji dam, go maybe share or maybe share the money that million we take build that house. It don't destroy them. They don't destroy them. With the talk, with the care for our people. That's not for the update for the appeal. For the Onyedu case. I know here the update where they put there. I don't know the thing will happen to the audio. I don't know the thing will happen. They know, come out properly. So we gotta wait. Make with the wait. When it come, we'll go join live. Okay, make we go back to our program. So till we go get the update. We will go back to our program. Where we they do. Our people, the thing where happen there be say, you don't stay for 60 years no light, and you're gonna touch. You're gonna touch. This is not your governor. You be giant of Africa. Nothing they good or anything we not they do. Nothing. Only say let's move forward. Let's move forward. Make on listen properly. Listen. Colin, that the election topic. This one can talk of you. I go do them again. I go do them again. And now waiting the happen. Oh. Now waiting the happen. I go do them again.
Calling that the lecture topic. Which one can come on you?
And when I know the thing what happened there. The whole governor they make oka. They make a speech. Ne pay we rock. Okwanyu. With flashlight to phone. Oh, the zoo. The zoo. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Can I move forward? And when you hear the track, they get plenty things where I touch finger. We go the finger up. The flood and our resources. Ihe men are lying. Ihe men are lying. Ihe men are lying danger. The bad plenty. And our people. That flood, it costs us money. It costs us money, plenty. It costs us money. This na the IPOB release, press release for the flood. Now today they release them. We, the global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra under leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, commiserate with the families and people of Obaru, LGA, Anambra West, and East LGA in Anambra State for the loss of lives and properties in the recent flooding that swept over their communities. The information we gathered showed that about 81 people lost their lives as flood from River Niger swept through some communities in Anambra State. We sympathize with many affected families who lost their loved ones, houses, and properties, including those who were forced to relocate from their homes due to the flood. May Almighty Chukwu Kabiama give you strength and courage to forge ahead. IPOB is in solidarity with affected families. We wonder why the federal government and her agencies, like Disaster Management Agency, have not done anything. They have not done anything. They have not done anything to help the people who suffer. If this are not, all the agencies go run around. We are calling Anambra State government, Nigeria government, and then national ecological intervention bodies to intervene and rescue our people from, in Obaru. Obaru Legia, other communities at the bank of River Niger must know that whenever Biafra comes, they will never experience this kind of calamity, because Biafra engineers will ensure that there is sensible urban planning and enough sea defense to stop any sort of flood from River Niger. We understand that the government of Nigeria is not concerned about any ecological intervention or environmental protection in Biafra land. That now your one Nigeria. That now, let's move on. Where the water from? River Niger. How come? Kainji Dam. So they get many ways where they go punish us. And the Kainji Dam, they release the water. It can't finish us. This go make you see, say, Biafra na number one thing. Wait there for your mind. And that we go try to get. Now that we go do everything so that we will get Biafra. And now when Biafra come, now we go know the thing where peace be. Way good to live good life. Yesterday, I they talk about our Iyechuku Kebia Manyanai. I they talk. And when I they talk, and people not they understand the thing where we they talk. They not they understand them. Where even the Chevron executive come open mouth to talk them. Oil bunkering, oil theft. All the big pipe where they lay for front of your house go Morocco. From Morocco you go Europe. Now from Orlando. And one thing where now they do, where that they do and say, no, say now yourself you they cheat. Okay, munu from Nanya. The day where that oil go run dry. You see, they're not the talk to una. You they say Britain come help you. Now them they take pipe, go for high sea. They pump oil. Every day then they pump oil. Government not the account. Which government you don't know. Which government you don't know? They pump oil. The same oil where they for on aguago. That oil na aguago. Then they take them, they prepare themselves for the day where the oil go finish. Now that day you not gonna say una be shit hole. You see where thief man come enter your house, Abe. When thief man enter your house, what did they do? It does scatter everything. Thief the thing way fit thief come out. And he may pay me a bogey. Now the thing where they happen. Not to say we don't get people. We get people, we go fit challenge them. We get people, we go fit talk. They know they talk, they know they do anything. They know they do anything. All they just sit down look. Then go burn villages for riverine area. Say you the oil bunker for 1 barrel of oil. But the ship where they there, where the big pipe they there, they supply the oil, then they take them, they go. They not they pay. Now I say she live around she vacation, she smoke house. And nobody they look for ground. Any day where this oil finish, any day where the suckers dry, oil they finish. It not they last forever. You hear the thing where I talk. Oil they finish. It not they last forever. Any day where you finish, now that day you go no say you be shit hole. They don't put gas pipeline, natural gas. That one and that free. And they can't give you some more money, improve your place. Then they take and go live like queen and king. They suffer and smile. How the fight for Ukraine? The thing we make them they do it now for your oil, where they now for your oil and gas. You one way you fight for Syria, now the same oil and gas. Where you want make pipeline go through Syria, then you go begin bullshit to Russia. Now be the fight where they fight for Syria. Now they don't carry and come for our land. They don't carry and come for our land. So the fight they go. Now make you the shot to come help us. Nobody they help you. And they tell you now the two way they happen. Now make come help us. So they not go come. They not go help you. Because the thing where you get now where they want. and they don't make that pipeline reach Morocco. Now, this once you cross that ocean into Italy, case closed. How would you go? Which meter you get to tell you say they sell natural gas to Europe? How much? Una not the open ear, and una not the open una brain. Not be said they plan and properly. Now the cabals, now those people will hold na hostage. Now them they construct them pipeline. We be shit hole. We not be anything. We not sabi anything. Then go take them. They not go pay. Then they take them now. They not they pay. Now when they finish the pipeline, now where they go pay? Now where they go pay? Then they make a G7 meeting. They go meeting against you. You no get mouth to talk. And your government, they help them commit crime. When they watch them. When they watch. Make una they watch. Atrosi na di ihe ka ile anya. Lewe na anya. Yeah, call Chukwu Okike Abiama to come help you. You dey call Chukwu Okike Abiama. You don't open your eye. Make you sabi the thing where they happen. Abi, you don't sabi the thing where they happen. No. Insect you there and let's move forward. Which forward you they go? You they go forward, you they fall into River Niger. And you know fit to turn back. I don't tell on. I don't talk am plenty time. I don't talk am. These oil companies, not them. They kill us. When I hear them, some here, some no here. Some here, some no here. Some no one here. And you tell them, then go vex for you. And you no get mouth to talk. You no go fit talk anything. Because now the oil companies, now them be your government. We tell on, say now them be your government. You hear them, you no pay attention. I don't play this plenty times. I go play them again today. So they can compare for the pipeline we pass from your house, they go Morocco. If you go Sabi, you go Sabi. If you not go Sabi, you not go Sabi. If you go fight so that you go live, good. I can hear.
What if I were to tell you that one single business could take over an entire nation, poisoning a country's water supply with cancer-causing substances, destroying the nature and livelihood of millions? A business in control of a major nation's own national military, with full control of their government, using propaganda and killing protesters who get in their way. Well, this is what's been happening with Shell in Nigeria. Shell, a business who's owned by some of the biggest royal families in the world, has now quite literally colonized an entire country. They have developed a blueprint for companies around the world to take over nations. This is a story that has been covered up internationally. Propaganda runs deep, because if people knew the true extent of the story, there would be global outrage. And it's time we talked about it. So how could one single company take over an entire nation? Well, there's several steps you have to take. The initial and most obvious step when taking over a foreign nation is first deciding which one will be the target. The location needs to have untapped resources, whether it be people, minerals, or oil. If you can get all three, that's perfect. And it's even better if these are the things that the majority of the country's revenue comes from, whether it be solely bananas, diamonds, copper, or the most prolific of all, oil. Secondly, the company needs to be able to control the government. And although this can be done with force, it's much easier and more effective to secure influence over a country using money. That way no one notices and everyone wins. So which country fulfills this criteria? Where could Shell find a nation with untapped oil reserves and an easily bribable government and military? Well, it just so happened that there was a perfect country crossing off all these boxes on the checklist: Nigeria. So now it was time for step 2, making Nigerian officials completely dependent on Shell. So how do you get Nigerian officials dependent on a single business? Well, you have to control their main export. And in the case of Nigeria, this is oil. So the process was simple. One of the main ways that Shell would take control of Nigeria was by controlling the oil extraction infrastructure. To do this, Shell would tell the Nigerian government that we will develop your country, give you loads of jobs, give you tons of foreign investment if we're given permission to build the oil extraction infrastructure. And at first, this seems like a great deal for the Nigerian government. Being a poor country in need of foreign direct investment, they want foreign companies to build up Nigeria's infrastructure. Because if they do this, it means there's more investment in the country, there's more jobs, more prosperity, more tax, and the better the country develops. So having this big multinational company offer to develop better extraction methods for your main export does seem like a win-win. However, this didn't come without a price, because even though all the infrastructure would be on Nigerian land, Shell were the ones who would actually own and operate it, which meant that in later years, Nigeria would become completely dependent on Shell for keeping about 1,000 Nigerian oil wells running. And with 95% of Nigeria's exports being oil, this then makes up 40% of their total economy. And now since Shell had control of the flow of oil in the country, they could now oversee almost half of Nigeria's total cash flow. And as Henry Kissinger said, whoever controls the money controls the world. And it was this factor that gave Shell unparalleled influence over the nation as a whole. It was a genius business move, because if Nigeria tried to change the deal and take back control of their own oil, Shell and any other oil company could halt extraction completely, decimating the entire country's economy. And because of Shell's powerful connections to the British and Dutch royal families, as well as all the other major banks, they would then tell other big companies to pull out their investments in Nigeria, thus stripping Nigeria of everything, strangling the country into submission. Shell also controls the distribution network for the oil, so even if by some miracle Nigeria managed to gain control of the extraction process, they would still need Shell to export it out of the country. And this oil money doesn't just fuel Nigeria's economy, it also makes up over 65% of the Nigerian government's revenue, which means Shell is the Nigerian government's daddy. It's this reliance on Shell's infrastructure that really mirrors an abusive relationship, where the company can do whatever they want and the Nigerian government is powerless to stop them. If Shell ceased their oil extractions, it would push the economy into a deep recession, all while leaving the government penniless and unable to do anything. This problem would then quickly lead to civil unrest and revolt, a fact that the Nigerian government is very aware of. But then why is the Nigerian government so passive to Shell? Why did they even let this happen? Well, this leads us onto the third stage of controlling a country, bribery. Once Shell had Nigeria dependent on them for oil, it was time to make their way into the government. Recently, an anti-corruption investigation revealed that Shell transferred Nigeria $1.3 billion, knowing that the funds would end up in the pockets of convicted money launderers. Once Nigeria received the $1.3 billion, it was then transferred to various middlemen instead of being spent on the country. Afterwards, $466 million of that was given to the Nigerian president and his subordinates. In return, Shell gained access to the OPL 245 oil field, which increased the company's total oil reserves by 1/3.
EFCC is investigating whether the $1.3 billion purchase of OPL 245 in 2011, in their word, included acts of conspiracy, bribery, official corruption, and money laundering.
Despite Shell and Nigeria's government enjoying their mutually beneficial relationship, the bribery wasn't exactly extended towards Nigerian civilians. Instead of reaping the country's newfound wealth, the majority of the population was hit with a seemingly never-ending stream of oil spills. Starting from 2010, nearly 3,000 spills have been recorded and attributed to Shell, with at least 29 million litres getting drained into Nigeria. For reference, that's enough oil to fill over 11 Olympic-sized swimming pools. These oil spills then pollute the entire country's water supplies. So by now, the water that Nigeria drinks is poisoned with cancer-causing substances that also kill the surrounding nature, taking away the nature, farming and fishing industries that many Nigerians are dependent on.
The oil operations also contaminated the water supply and agricultural land, killing wildlife and destroying economies that were based on subsistence farming and fishing.
Further impoverishing and poisoning the Nigerian people, making the Nigerians more and more dependent on Shell to give them money. As you can imagine, the local population wasn't all too happy with these constant oil spills, which leads us on to step 4 in taking over a country, controlling the civilians. While the methods of achieving this can vary from location to location, Shell has perfected controlling the populace. How could you make a country passive to your wrongdoings? How could you make them content with drinking cancer-causing water and having their entire country controlled by one company? If Shell couldn't control the civilians soon enough, their control of the country would collapse, people would revolt, and time was ticking. Shell needed to come up with a plan soon. And so what did Shell do? Well, they kept their head down and denied any wrongdoing.
All the 4 cases were sabotage, so not actually done by Shell, they were actually by criminals who steal products.
In fact, up until 2011, Shell only claimed responsibility for less than 40,000 gallons of oil spilled, or around 0.5% of their actual number. And with the growing money and power Shell was harvesting from Nigeria, but denying any wrongdoing wasn't gonna last. Shell needed to act like all good dictatorships, using all their power to squash any dissent with propaganda. Using the money they extracted from Nigeria, they would use this to crush the population. Now, Shell has a long history of trying to sway public opinion in their favor, but this hasn't been strictly through traditional means. Back in the 60s, Shell would secretly fund a number of articles that stoked the flames of a civil war in Nigeria. The company would play both sides against each other, which seemed to promise the Nigerian people resources that were theirs once the war was over. However, this was all smoke and mirrors. The deal still gave Shell full control of Nigeria's oil. But today, the company's come up with more unique methods of propaganda. The effectiveness of Shell's new propaganda is their ability to blur the line between truth and lies. Leaked internal documents show Shell's real strategy of refocusing the narrative and attempting to point out the environmental progression that they're making.
In the UK, 1.4 million households use 100% renewable electricity from Shell.
The company's first target was charities and NGOs. Shell would separate groups between ones that would never support them and ones that might. Shell would then attempt to sway the middle-of-the-road NGOs by attacking the aspects that criticize Shell, which basically means that if any organization shines a light on Shell's misdeeds, the company would simply counter that they are making green environmental changes, whilst also bribing charities and NGOs to turn a blind eye. Shell would then also focus on swaying international news organizations over to their side. To do this, they would use the same tactics they did with NGOs. But this time, they would also overplay the significance of criminals drilling into oil pipes and causing spills. They would make these bogus claims that 98% of oil spills was all because of Nigerian sabotage, blaming Nigerian radicals and criminals for the damage that Shell was really doing. This news misdirection strategy then takes away blame from Shell and instead focuses it towards the Nigerian people. And now this propaganda helped internationally, but this PR maneuver wasn't swaying the Nigerian civilians. While it was effective in publicly muddying the waters, there was still massive civil unrest in Nigeria. People were sick of Shell exploiting all their resources, their nature, their jobs, impoverishing their people and giving them cancer. The country was rising up and Shell was in big trouble. The time was running out for Shell. They needed to do something drastic. How could they keep the populace quiet? How could they force the population to be passive? This was a hard thing to do as Shell was openly destroying the country. Tens of millions of people relied on fishing for their livelihood. Yet these constant oil spills were poisoning the coast and devastating Nigeria's fishing operations. All this bribery and propaganda just wasn't enough, which brings us on to the fifth and final stage of Shell's takeover of Nigeria, and this was to eliminate any opposition with force. You see, by this point, the Nigerian civilians were on the brink of revolution. People were realizing they had been colonized by one single company, and so the Nigerian population began to protest. And one of these protesters was a man named Ken Saro-Wiwa, president of the Movement for the Survival of the Ogoni People.
From the very beginning, even though I was young, I could see that nothing was coming to the Ogoni people from the oil.
This organization led a non-violent campaign against Shell's tyranny of Nigeria. And so, of course, Shell wasn't particularly fond of these protests, or Saro-Wiwa.
This sort of position, to live with it, in an area where land is in very high demand is completely destructive of the community.
In fact, they were threatening Shell's complete control of the country, and so Shell allegedly tasked the Nigerian military to do their dirty work. You see, throughout Ken Saro-Wiwa's life, there had been around 7,000 oil spills that contaminated the country's nature.
This is just one of the places where decades of devastating environmental damage and pollution has been caused by the oil company Shell. The UN report released last week says it will cost $1 billion and 30 years to clean up the mess.
Saro-Wiwa eventually had enough. He was sick of the Nigerian population becoming impoverished, sick, poisoned, and the nature surrounding him collapsing. And so he would organize multiple non-violent protests against the exploitation of Nigerian land. In addition to the lack of civilian financial benefits, this was causing Shell to start putting the hair out. They were never going to give in to Mossop's demands. And yet getting directly involved in crushing these protests would be bad for optics. Charities and NGOs could no longer support Shell if they started crushing dissent. The international community would shun Shell forever. Shell might even get a bad ESG score, so Shell had to get the middleman to do their dirty work. And luckily for Shell, the Nigerian military had no problem getting their hands dirty, as long as they were getting those juicy bribes.
According to Amnesty International, the firm's executives encouraged a brutal crackdown to silence protesters in the Nigerian region of Ogoniland.
And so after around 5 years of the protests, Shell finally turned. They finally had enough, and ordered the arrest of Saro-Wiwa and 8 other tribal leaders. Despite the
very good. And one me could have an ear full. The Nigerian military, sponsored by Shell. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he comes, he say something no good, and in talk him. Now what happened? They arrest him. Now who arrest him? With the shout Buhari, 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 Buhari. Our own people. We Shell pay money from Shell. Then go do them dirty work. They hold our leader. They wait for the appeal. Waiting they charge them treasonable felony. You see, the thing what happened before is still the happen. We they die. Our people they fall like fly, they die. And insect we go see say we no die. If they say if they make election for 4 more years. 4 more years. You not go reach that 4 years. You go die.
For my side, for where for Warri Southwest, we don't under pressure. They see illegal pipe. When you go for where for the take diesel, NNPC get their own under a special set of people. They get illegal pipe when they take crude. Now they don't shine another illegal pipe. They don't see another one where they shine and go extra bus. They take Nigeria crude. For where we for come. We not see lights, we not get water, no good school, no good infrastructure for where we for come. They take our products. Now, after the illegal pipe, where the government, they don't see so for different places. They don't even intercede another vessel with crude. It's about how many days? With the crude number and the crude people inside crude. Before we wake, they don't put fire. They never investigate, they don't put fire. Now, I think the putting fire not be enough. My people from my community, they smoke when they're here, they cough blood. Everybody when they go area where they for burn tea, they cough blood. They eat carbon monoxide yesterday night. Now, the Minister of Petroleum, not come as I cut off one word. The people when they tip the diesel, so when they tip the crude oil, so the fish pipe pass go extra bus. The extra bus they pass all the village where they pass. No lights, no school. River don't take the village tent, but the 50 illegal pipe. When you go to Focados, for inside Nigeria, we get Navy, we get Army, we get Minister of Petroleum, we get federal government. Nobody they make plan. This is the situation that we are facing in the creek. People they call blood now, and they call government, when they call intercede. When I go carry the people there, because if anything happen to them, if anything happen to my people, we are not going to find them easy. We are not going to find them easy. Now when the I am mighty the thief, one man not going to buy that kind of pipe. Or they go chief crude oil. When they thief, when I not give us school, when I not give us light, go punish you now. And those of them want to be involved. Who not stop them? Nonsense.
The government where they talk na foreign government, na oil company na be your government too. I don't want me to know I'm saying na foreign government na be your company, na be your country. The oil company na be Nigeria, na be the indivisible Nigeria. Now we be. Then they on top of us, they drain our money. Make I hit on again. Listen.
So, Baba, you hear of Peter Obi interview yesterday now, when he say government they plan to arrest him because he say na government they steal oil for Nigeria. Baba, the man they right. I'll show you some things now. I did on board a unanimous vessel. I no go like to mention name. This ship where they see so now VLCC. As you can see, I mean, very large cargo carrier. Look at you see the size of the ship. You see the size. This ship where they see they carry 1 million barrels minimum. At least give and take minimum 1 million barrels of crude oil. Now there is something called the AIS. We have all these things. Then they take track vessel. All these things. Every navy of every country in the world get these things. All these things. The moment a vessel enter your territorial water, this thing goes here. The moment any vessel, even from like 1,000 miles from your port, they go don't see them, say they come. All these things, they take and they track vessel. Instead of those green things here, now vessels the way they come the place where they still dey far, but this thing don't catch them, say then they come. Now all these things are things where they track vessel. This particular one now, this one is called GPS, global positioning system. Then the other one first show now. This one are the AIS, automatic identification system. Now there is, you see all these things there, there is another one where they call long range identification tracker, LRIT. Now there is no way ship of this magnitude, ship of this size, go enter Nigeria, load crude oil, sail out without being noticed. And they tell us nobody know when he come, nobody know when he go. You understand me? Already the moment any ship just they approach your territorial water, the navy from the control room go don't see them. You understand? But to say navy no know when ship come go, nobody know when ship come go, custom no know when ship come go. Abba. But then tell those things to the dust now. How can you be talking to people as if say we did that?
Yes, we did that. The company where they run Nigeria, na Shell, and British Petroleum, and nine be the situation where we face today. Nine where we they suffer, the sufferhead where we get today. And now who then they do them? Now from the Fulani. And we act like say we don't know the thing where they happen. We sabi the thing where they happen. Unless that now make the whole leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because you know, say when Biafra come, that fossa oil, you not go there. Oil. How come then they take that oil? Nobody sabi. The crude oil, nobody sabi. All the things where they happen, nobody sabi. NLPC, the crude oil. Now them get the oil company. So now then they work for the Oyibos. Melakari is the GMD. Omar Ajia, the Chief Finance Officer. Yusuf Osman, the Chief Operating Officer. Farouk Gaba Said, the Chief Operating Officer. Mustafa Yakubu, Chief Operating Officer, Refining. Hadiza Kumasi, Corporate Secretary. Omar Ibrahim, General Manager. Kalimu Abdullahi, General Manager, Renewable. Ibrahim Bama, GGM governors, Inuawaya, Musa Lawal, Musa Sambo, with them, Mansour, Lawal Sade, Malam Shehu, Muhammad Abba, Abubakar Abdul Kader, Salihu Jamari, Muhammad Zango, Saki Awula, Awulu, whatever. Now, who be the chief officer? Where be the oil minister? Now, Baba Buhari. Now, you see how you walk around. Everything now for oil a point. And 9 be one Nigeria. I tell you now the thing where Jigawa governor talk. I package them. I put them together today so that anything where they talk where one Nigeria, you not go work. You not go work. Now the oil, now be one Nigeria, and you see how you go around, come end for oil. Anything where we talk, you end for oil. And with the laugh, with the laugh, with the laugh. They make us like say we don't know the thing where we they do. The
oil in Delta belongs to Jigawa. Yes, because we are governors here today. So that's what I'm telling you. The oil belongs to us all. And we, as Nigerians, shall do everything possible to make sure we take that oil so that a lot of people will have the oil as well, will have the money on the oil. Anybody who thinks the oil of Biafra belongs to only Biafra is just deceiving himself. As long as we are Nigeria, we will make sure that we have uninterrupted supply of oil so that there will be uninterrupted supply of money to Jigawa State. As long as we are called Nigeria. Of course, we are not the same people. We have to understand that, look, I'm a Fulani man, and you saw a different. You will buy a different, but then God has made us to stay together. So why can't we?
I beg, this one now in way vex me pass. Do you know say we are not the same? For Chineke sake, we are not the same. Because of oil, you be the same. Because of oil, you be same. For the fact that the oil they flow will be the same. When the oil finish, now we will not go sabi ihe monkey na danaya. When the oil finish, ndi Biafra, now we will not go sabi ihe monkey na danaya.
Uninterrupted supply of oil so that there will be uninterrupted supply of money to Jigawa State. As long as we are called Nigeria. Of course, we are not the same people. We have to understand that, look, I'm a Fulani man, and you saw a different, you will buy a different, but then God has made us to stay together. So why can't we attempt to stay together? I honestly do not mind, even if we hold pathways, let's sit on the table, around the table, and I agree that, look, that oil of Bielsa, Jigawa cannot have a share. No way. You know, I don't mind us talking like that. But as of today, that oil, we shall do everything within our means, everything with our blood to defend our oil in Bielsa. So we will do everything possible to defend that oil in Bielsa in the north to Jigawa State as well. You know, so that's what I want them to understand. This country fought civil war. And that's probably why we are still together. Anybody who's threatened, unless if we are defeated, then we can leave the oil. But if anybody threatens the flow of oil, we shall fight and make the oil flows.
When they hear them, I won't make it enter on a brain. Unless, then they fight for the oil. Unless they are defeated. I don't tell on the ministers of the oil. All of them Fulani. You get plenty. You say they make election. Who they make elect? You know when they throw Buhari wife out of Asorok. You remember? Abi, your husband there have the true when the true come out from Asorok, and then they bring somebody for now. Say now, Buhari na they believe. Una they believe. Everything they tell una go believe. Everything they una go believe. And the result today for una face. We don't try. We don't try. Abi, una remember this, Abi? Una remember them?
This is Villa. We have 200 soldiers guarding us. 200 policemen guarding us. What for? What for? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let me know when you are leaving this place. Let me know. Enough is enough.
People not gonna rest me and let me. I'm gonna have not gonna. Now for your husband in the household, you say they're alive, they throw you come out. Call out your name and where the cup.
Mazi, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Angry Chimpohan of Ipob Biafra. This song is for my Lord Nnamdi Kanu. Title: Nnamdi Kanu, love has captured me. When I so much need you, Biafra, I don't need a excuse from the UN. Why close my eyes and I love you? All my love and life is what I give you, Nnamdi. Never, never try to break my heart, Nnamdi. Will you save you, Nnamdi Kanu? I close my eyes for your love have touched me. And I close my eyes for your love has captured me. When I so much need a Biafra, I don't need a huge from the UN. I close my eyes and I love you. All my love and life is what I give you, Nnamdi. Never, never try to break my heart, Nnamdi. We save you, Nnamdi Kanu. I close my eyes for your love have touched me. And I close my eyes for your love has captured me. Thank you, Mazi.
There were. Now, waiting there happen, now be the third program. The call number now +1 484-767-0848. My brother, my sister, I don't put everything, my gari, my mose, my issue, my prepae. Agua katala me ogo alangwongo. Wele ni ile no kwezu no. Waiting be Nigeria. And who be Nigeria? National people. The thing where happened before, it happened today. Now them, they take the army. Now them, they control the army. They pay you. Make you be the oil pipeline guy. Call out your name and where they come. They will.
I'm Simon. I know what. Today, I'm waiting to happen, Mazi. Sometimes this really if you listen to them, if you can't check, can't see how things going to happen. But thank God for the Biafra. They make our people come here and they express themselves. Because before, you know, the talker. Mazi, I hear you when they talk what happened for Nigeria. The flood, that in a terrorist attack. Candidate was burst. So they are testing any way to help to destroy our people. I saw others who are reporting it. They are reporting 500 deaths. Who can come? This will bring the number of the people down, and so they do. But we must continue. That thing cannot deter us. No matter how they kill them, Biafra must be restored. That is the mission. They can't threaten us. They can't bully us anymore. Anyhow they want it. They're gonna do with them. Maybe before. Mazi, if you like what you did before, area of Biafra, the wrong of Jingawa. Now that can't change. If you can't hear them, now that can't change. Now it's Nigeria. That can't change. Now it's the one Nigeria. Even now when I do the waka that can't change. If I did here, actually I will do that person waiting they go keep and come out there. Because these people they think because before they feel corner one person, bully put and take the finance, do anything we don't want, bully all these people. They don't know those things don't end because when they see some of us, we are another breed, we are Umuchineke, those that were poor to restore Biafra. They think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't know why he was given that tour that made him to move all part of the world, all over the world, to search those who he made a special broadcast for. You know why he was looking for them? He said he need 100 men. He can have more than 1 million. We are counting, and some people, we are not begging Nigeria to leave Nnamdi Kanu for God's sake. What we ask, have mission of Nnamdi Kanu completed? Did he want to go? When did he want to come out? This will do Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When his mission is done, he will be out. Mazi, Biafra must be restored. Nothing can deter us. Almost say Biafra, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, well. The call number na +14847670848. Now waiting they happen. Now him be the nine be the topic where we did. All these things where they put together tell you send a Nigeria. And with the day they kill ourselves. And Fulani they in place, they push the thing where the government they tell them make them do. Which one be the government? And what make gonna ask ourselves which one be the government? Government. Which one it be? Name. You know get elected president. You know they. No elected president. Name. Call her your name and you take
Mazi, I understand that one.
My name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm calling from France. Good day, all Biafrans. First, before I want to say something, this is Perima. They call Simon Ekpa. He don't commit another crime again. This one cut my liver. He don't use. He don't do inquire number. This inquire number, and put his own in signal with the I don't know the country who have 35 two number where he put there, and he write it indigenous people of Biafra and forward it inside the Twitter. And I think this is the time our DOS and our leaders need to see him face to face and confront him and confront the Finland government, because this one he don't pass the red line. I don't forward this thing and tell people make it direct this information for our leader government. And another thing I want to say, based on all the whole thing where you talk this afternoon, I don't know where I can hold, but the only thing I can say, my brother, if we did not have Biafra, if we don't have Biafra, I change. My without Biafra, it was you. I get me whole. I'm missing him. Obi na fumo Ogalo Jende Obi na fumo.
Call your name and where the come from.
That is the Yamisa.
I hear you.
That is the Shike. That is the Shike. We don't go carry and drink that. And you have seen it now. Not because of our warrior that holiday. All you wait there for Bayata, you watch a pool. Now, Fulani call on Bayata with the prepare. Belongs to Jigawa. Jigawa in the north. All you wait there for our land. Then take all the whole trees where you judge to. And the Biafrans, so nothing say we carry Biafra restoration, they do PhD. This one no be said. Don't even think we are seeing anybody. Because we are not going to suicide mission. That is not what shit. Biafra must be free now. Where are you, Kwame? Biafra people must be completely free. And they did that nation here in the land of the ancient, the beginning of the world. I worship our own God, the God of heaven and earth. And my name is Okechukwu Ejikora. I'm from Olu province, Biafra, and they come from other province, Biafra. After Gadaba, I know them from America. Then I will say, you see this United Nations, what power? Unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Unconditional release. That is all the high to the all the happening every day I teaching them. And they'll give a number. All these leaders in Biafra land, get elected for what is coming. Because you see this thing dead on the day. All can my pastor, all can my bishop, all can my father, all can my pope, all can sing a Kokara. They will understand that Chukwu Kagama, the wonderful God that put this is fully in charge there. Confess, fully in charge. That's what you can do. To put Kagama in there. I pray in Leviticus chapter 1. There, from verse 1 to end. And the same Leviticus chapter 2. There, the Leviticus chapter 1 and Leviticus chapter 2. Sacrifice for point, complaint, for school charger. And in Deuteronomy chapter 5, there, the other important to fulfill the 10 commandments. Why don't you say that? Any office you enter, then you are going back to your life. That's the secret. I went there. You say Abuja, that's the secret. The whole north, Boko Haram, all of them not charged. More they can, and Biafrans are rising up now. We will take our freedom with the Biafrans. You say Fulani,
Any nation, any foreign mercenary in the land of Biafra, if we discover say you from America, you from Japan, we go everywhere. We make sure say we start them there. This one not be saying with a joke. Let every nation stay in their land very respectfully and allow we Biafra to live in our land. That is the way also. That's our guy. It is not a threat, it is a promise. See this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is the end of the world. As you see all these leaders here, they're going to P2P. P2P, Ghana, Chazo, so one Nigeria, only highest P2P 20 years old man. 30 years. I'm telling you that. Highest 30, forgot 1967. Fulani massacred. Look at what that our professor or Doctor Okati said. And I can tell you that the Talano. Yeah. But this is the end. That is the end. I got such good card. I want to child that I had. That was the salary that to go care of my today. Worship only me. And you see any image in the sea. On the land, any image like I said, Father, but we take that. If you don't tell you to the judgment, to the pastor, the bishop, and father, listen to the let us take to the secular. Let us free our Jesus Christ, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Other people are okay. It's over there. Then I start with the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Jesus, come on, you. Come on, and I question. There. I just to watch it. What did I do? But then the person for you. How quick is it? I know what the question I said, in the prayer. And the command, so the law. Where am I going? So that I like her. Then I think about the middle of the look like where. Okay, but when we go to the open and the 50 chapter 1 chapter. Now I know what I can say. I'm not talking about the tradition that I like. I pray and I like and get the mama like this thing here. Patam. Like, no, dear. Now for. Now for the. Okay. I don't know how much work you're like. I did it. Okay. Then I think you didn't live it. Oh, or something away. All of Biafra.
No. I just went on and listened to the first time of the analysis where I talk say copycat. This not Nnamdi, this not Nnamdi. Which Nnamdi they talk? This not ESM, this not ESM. Which way they talk? Inquiry line. If not the thing where we they do, you know good. Why not the copy? But to use your own name, not be IPOB name. I don't talk. I'm open. Make una use your name. No, you not be IPOB name. Una they deceive people. Now I'm saying una go make your own ESN. Say na ESN. And our young boys, they kill them for nothing. And they say that, yes. And our people will get brain, still they support them. And they say they get brain, they still they support bad thing. Look to your papa, look to your mama. See whether the same thing where they happen to them, they happen to you. Where something they happen, you know, open your mouth, talk. See the thing will happen for Obaru. No government, no governor, no local government open mouth to champ talk. Not only Radio Biafra will open mouth to talk. And our own people will give you the radio. I make you take care. No, you're not going to take care of them. You go find where you go pinch penny and half. Radio. We not get ready. We not get le Kanu radio. Le Kanu no radio. Happy a come. We take go. Na bonyo also. All these things we they do. And all these things where they face us. Na poor man, na him get allo, na him born allo. How intelligent person they look? Somebody will be intelligent chair. Somebody will look and say, elo mame water. Do no. That no mean anything. Somebody will be governor. How is supposed to look? Somebody will be commander. How is supposed to look? Not with the look. Now the thing we're there for upstairs. Now the thing we're there for brain. Look all the people where they reduce us to nothing. How they look. All the people where they reduce us to nothing. How they look. Yeah. Then they call the cow they follow. Make you come out there, go call the cow. Make the cow follow you. Now, you fit talk to somebody, and somebody go know the way talk. You know, if you know fit open mouth, you look person for eye. Person go know the eye where you look at, the thing where you mean. You may say either make we go or no talk. No mind the pushman. You know, say time don't pass when they do like that. When they take that time, they commit. To communicate. Yeah, maybe Ella. See all the things where they happen for Southeast. See all the wahala. Nobody they talk. Nadi they vex me. Nadi they vex me. Nobody they open my talk. From Shell. A poor woman. You don't take her IC problem. The people that die. Cancer. Name them. Even in some way they go peak. You don't contaminate. We go clean, we go clean, we go clean, we go clean. Everything lead to one place, the oil company. Royal Niger Company. And our people, they say you they vote. You they go vote to throw away vote. Now referendum, now where we want. The people where fit sit down say na referendum, they know they talk. You know they hear them open mouth. One word make PM. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu we try, we to do our own people, our own very people where they go through the nonsense, where we they go through. Now them go rarala anye. Ihe na na-ekwukwa anyị kwa ụka. A na-ekwu nke emere eme ọzọ na-eme. Ọzọ na-eme. Now who with the fool? We owe our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We owe him. We don't disappoint them. You say not going to disappoint us. Where we don't disappoint them properly. Wholesale. Leader supposed to look like who? You don't get the thing where leader get. Now you look and because you get billion, you think say na the end. Wahala come out, you know fit address wahala. You know fit talk about the wahala. Now we won't make this thing be like the way it be. If we don't want them, we not go take them. I got you Zuela. I got you no Zuela. If you look at the way they happen, it's no good for you. You go take your mouth, open your mouth, say, you don't do. Make I take this call. I go back to the thing where they talk. Caller, your name and where they come from.
Yeah. Hello, Mazi. Yeah, I have none with work from my location. So, Mazi, thank you for your work for this. This issue of this guy reported now. It's very idiot that stay in Finland. I don't know. Anyway, in this very struggle is now. Here we understand that our people can be very foolish. Before now, we never know. We always think our people are smart. But here we understand that we now know that our people are very foolish. This boy, there's no amount of insult this boy never gives our leader. And this boy is claiming to you people that he is leading you. He's leading you, you don't know the proceeding of his the person that is going to say is the one that's leading now. You have decided he's in charge of your radio, you ban radio Biafra, you ban your all this stupid talk. Foul. You accuse our family that they are the one that sell our leader. Next day, he said it's DOS. You expose them. For more than 1 year plus, you know how to expose them. After that, he said it's Nelly. Now it's Nelly Opebu is one that says so our leader. If she don't confess, after 4 days, she will go crazy. Nothing happened. Now he sends this to more powerful. From more powerful again to DOS. I don't know. This boy, he just keep on lying. Every of his word is lie, and lie. And the people are following this boy. Joshi. I don't know how what's wrong with our people. It's just only one list, only one broadcast. You list is enough for you to understand that he's a criminal. It's criminal. That God will punish. One of them. Anybody that is your autopilot, we are taking the record. Anybody that is your autopilot, all of you people will suffer in our hand. Insult of an insult, this boy, insult of an insult. He said, you know when the European rep interviewed him for why he never take votes, he said, as long as our leader name is in that vote, that he will not take that vote. They should remove our leader name in that vote before he takes the vote. You see? After that, this boy said he won't take order from anybody in dungeon. Who are you referring to? This boy said that Biafra have died with our leader in dungeon. This boy said during the other day, our leader have birthday. This boy front is evil side. One evil side that is carried up and down. Instead of different to start wishing our leader happy birthday, they are wishing that very thing. One evil something that is carried out to his son. That is how this boy is something our leader. This boy in your press call, you will hear people insulting our wife. That's what it's not say a lot. He doesn't insult our wife again after our wife broadcast last time. Insulted her, and he's telling you people that he is the one that is going to fight for our leader, and our people are listening to him. You know, he said that the Biafra struggle is started. Ojuku started the struggle. He passed it over to Wazlika. From Wazlika, now Wazlika compromised in the jail, and in the jail now the same thing that happened to Wazlika is now happening to Walida, and now they are here now. Now they are here to take over. I don't know. This boy is challenging our. And in that case, he said, you see, the same thing when he mentioned that the Saul, David, take action for Saul. We know what that means. He carried to Joshua. He take it to this guy, Moses and Joshua. He carried Moses. That is now he is Joshua. Now he is now saying that our leader is our leader. Our leader is Moses, him, Joshua. That is our leader will not reach the promised land. He is the one taking the capital promised land. You see the kind of insult this boy is giving to our leader. And he's telling you people that he's the one taking fighting for world release and the fighting for Biafra. And this boy, someone who cannot proud to say where he come from, hide their identity because he's a scammer for people to not attack him after when they find out what he's doing. He continues hiding his identity. Nobody knows where he's come from, and he's leading you people blindly, and you people are giving him money here up and down. It's causing problem to make our like survive himself. You people are giving him money up and down. I don't know how blind our people can be. I don't know how blind these people can be. He said again that when I want to come out, you see this one, what's in this voice? He said if I want to come out, and it's clear that what he's doing is not a lie. He's now left for Biafra to judge. He can see this, he can't stop stupid talk. If our leader says what he's doing is not right, now Biafra is the one to judge. And don't listen to this topic. Speak this. That's how we judge. That's this. If Biafra said that what he's doing is right, then what's our leader saying? We're saying we are out of question. Can you see that is? And the people are listening to this stupidness every day. That's well, by the way. I want to tell people to be. You see the clip you played before, the Boko Haram boy, people. I want to ask, how can you control this plan and organized crime from Fulani? This cell is said so now. This cell, Fulani and their partners. This Boko Haram is a planned deal to continue putting problems in Nigeria. How can you control these people? Because it's a plan. It's not. You say you control. You will change. You will deal with insecurity. How can you do it? It's a plan deal. It's not ordinary. It's a plan. They know that. They know that these people are. Government is the one sponsoring them. How can you control this? How can you do this? It's a plan organized crime. Both Islamic and the international bodies that in this country. They know. It's their plan. They have this plan. This is their plan here, so that they will continue being in problem until. So they will continue taking the resources as they like. Let me get stop for here. What happened? Take care. God bless you.
God bless you. Now waiting the happen. Now be the today program. The thing be say I don't the wait. Make I see if anybody go come up with the thing where they happen with the experiment. Nobody they talk about. Make I tell you now the thing. Maybe it don't take too long. Experiment. Now Nigerian agent. And now the governors they sponsor them. So the thing where they do now to make parallel government where when a leader come out, now then go be the opposition. For the things where they talk, now go they extract the things where they for inside the talk. He say if a leader come out, it do something where then you go get opposition. Now them, then they set up. So Biafra come today, you go see Wahala. And we go ready for them. We go ready for the Wahala. See, because why? All the things where we they do, all the things where we they do, now for the sake of our people. Now for the sake of our people, now where we they do them. And when we they do them, say we love our people. This man don't talk plenty things. And they oppose our leader, they insult our leader's wife. And the people they follow. These people where they follow now, the people will oppose you. So, but the problem there be say they use their name, then they use your own name, they do it. So that you're not gonna know who be who. Atachokwa jarageze. Au atachokwa ajarageze. We sabi plenty. Now, I should say, the leader, where they talk, who will be the leader, how the leader look. You the judge your leader say be billionaire, you the judge your leader say Obumame water, or you the judge your leader say this and that. Now the thing wait there for your brain. Now they determine. Now the thing wait there for your brain. When people go do sit down, then go commit crime. The people where then they kill, the lives where we they lose, they touch them for body. Now our own people, now our own children. I don't show now the background of the kind of wahala where we get. I don't show. I don't open them so many places. Make una see say no country. Now the oil companies they control us. And our people no fit put their head together. Do something. Only with them that the people where the suit say, not the land from the two where they say. And you cut a mammy both of that they pain me. Ebu kuge. Now there you they go. Now there you they go. What do you expect from our leader? You don't do all the things we want to do for you. Our leader don't do all of them. So if our leader know that today, now gara stock, now where we could get. And somebody they point, they go that way. Somebody when go na ruaka ebonaga. For the bad things where this man don't talk, the this way, if you know, they still the point to go there. You get DOS, you get HOD. Where the world sabi. But they know say nobody sabi them, so I make them they wear coat of IPOB. Now I make them they use IPOB name. They go, they waka. So that you know go question them. Now who be you? Call her your name and where they come from.
Mazi Nnamdi, greetings, good evening. My name is Nnamdi. I call you from Germany, sir. Welcome. Sir, I say talk more something where they worry my mind. You see, among the hill cliffs where the places, all of them they point hand towards one direction. Maybe our riverine area for Biafra land. And the thing with my question is say, how you all feel like that? Is it not out of wickedness? Or people will hurt themselves inside the, hate to the talk that individually. When individuals hurt themselves, that I did to make I hate myself reach bones and marrow. That wickedness
He don't dey manifest to the level say he give birth to evil for our land, and the nation now they pay us back today. If not be so, how human being go take this life in own God-given blessing, in own inheritance? When we say now your grandpapa them, when we say if you stable count the time when the people will inherit this land, when we say it reach our turn today to preserve for our own children and the ones to come. Because we even happy say we dey do security guard for the same strangers. So as they talk of Shell and British, sorry, person pikin, papa, mama, people will get their land. They can't dey happy say strangers dey inside their land. They extract everything we go take bless them. We go make them take look like human beings, like other people will be say their children, they run, they enter today for safety. Make you all be say they see 3 square me eat. Live for us where they say they go wake up and see light. No, from time to time light no go off. Water day, if you just turn your tap, water will run out. Main road dey clean. Everywhere, if you headache they worry you, even if you don't stand up, you go call ambulance go carry you. Now their children they run go. We have to say the thing will make this country where their children they run go. They think they can look like that. Now from your own land, now those people take those things. Take go due to their own life and their land, to their own taste and standard. To the extent say even attack you and your children to come to that side. But you take your life, even kill your siblings and relatives to protect this thing which belongs to you for another person to come and take. You see, if I the reason this na time for my if I just did the reason, I would wonder say how wicked some black. I don't want to make a generalize that now million I go say this one they talk to everybody. Not everybody matter, but from one person. Now take now one by one now because without one person you don't go see people. Now one by one meeting they take on people will come gather. So this thing now when we say it affect almost every black race. How we go take the reason this thing? This idiot now waiting for Finland. Not the human being be my own issue be say the other day I don't talk and say I hear say this guy before say they make a Mohamed Zendibo leader for Finland. And my problem, they can ask those people who given that position to represent Ndibo, me I follow, to represent us. Where that guy come from? In Biafra land. Which state he come from in Biafra land? This particular question is very important because if anybody with a Bia Igbo name, they support online because most of them, me, I understand, say now the hardcore enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB struggle started from the beginning. Now they be the people who really group themselves now behind this guy. And some, when we say they don't expel them from IPOB out of their evil mind because that's the way no know where thing come out from. Even if you see that you go now. Many people join this struggle based on their personal interest, ego, just for it to be, they don't hear my name for Radio Biafra or if you go this class now they represent IPOB. Just because of those little things. And any day when they say they misbehave, if you kick their ass come out for road, you will see them start to do like say the be animal. You understand? See, Papa, you see, this matter, you don't reach where we say, this is where we talk now, it's very important for us to know where this guy come from. Make them tell us in village. Because that's when no get village, or when no even get where he come from. Maybe some of these people, they speak Igbo now. The Fulani, they say they don't burn them for Ebola from beginning of their life. They don't reach 30 to 40. They speak Igbo well. So you go call Bia Igbo name or they speak Igbo, use and come outside, they destroy life of millions of people. They insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even a wife. Oh, Chilekena. You see, the insult way Igbos don't allow to the that is my brother, who have no one for now. And they can be swim no alana and alali. Mpota ma boy obu kete. But that kind of 3 hours for all. Hey, this has not this is not too much, sir. You don't too much. You understand me? Obi, I talk the other day. You see, Obi, he never tell us what he go negotiate with the British people. Now the same black man who he with his own papa resources with the life of his people. Now black man who if friend is in Ampagra alibi ndi Ibobia, if we would buy Haisija. Eh? Nanjo comes to a can alibi, Ndo G, a woman halo wanine, Puna, Ndibo. Eh? Jirina waya chigazo. Gachira pa heaven or sao, how many has remained? Okikekre, Madeleluwa. Quite I was bundebo, Dikako Suekova. I am never high Sueka who's on Akone cry, Kaichigas the Bauma. We went to the Mamelua, can do you because he get any country in the world, you will see that now other black race, people and a half from Dibo, Hanaku Kondim, Hana Pia, driven no why because Nigeria is popular today, Makandibo. But everywhere in India, in football, music, anything. Full animal never control the car of finish, sleep without finish before we go talk about how to make Nigeria go wide world. They don't get that mind now. So, like I talked the other day, our own blood, now we they pay for the good life of British and their Shell and the other Netherlands. Now our own blood one for blood only will have Biafra. And we see, Mazi, make a drop here. I just say make a still draw small like okay, I don't know making.
Yeah, Caller, your name and where they come from.
Good morning, Mazi. Hello, Tina. Hello? Hello?
Mazi, when I give you time to talk, make you talk. You know, I'm not going to
okay.
Everything way to talk. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mazi. Ekele nwanne nwoke a kwuru okwu ugbu a. Ị maara okwu. Ndị Igbo si na okwu dị ka aka ji a na-akọ akọ. Ị ga-tinye achara gaa kụwa ya na-akụ ya na ukwu atọ iji ịmanye na ebe na-akọ ubi. Okwu nwere amamihe, onwe ndị nwere amamihe ikwu. Mana nwoke a kwuru okwu ugbu a na amamihe ikwu okwu. Okwu ya dabara. Gịnị ka m na-achọ ikwu ugbo? Ehu ebe ndị jọrọ njọ n'ụwa a bi. Ndị jọrọ njọ na ndị black na-eme exist n'ụwa. Ọ n'ala Igbo. Because onwe anụmanụ sef bi n'ime ọhịa a na-egbu nne anụmanụ bi n'ime ọhịa dịka otu a maọbụ oke maọbụ nchi maọbụ onwe anụmanụ na-egbu nwanne ya. Let me were anụmanụ nke ọzọ ihe dịka anụmanụ na-awụ nwanne ibe ya join ya together then ha egbuwe ndị nke ọzọ. But as far as ndị awụ ụmụnne ha anụmanụ a na-egbu ụmụnne ha n'ala Igbo ka a na-enweta ndị na-egbu ụmụnne ha. Ọ bụ ihe jọgburu onwe ya. Ọ jọgburu nkakwụ si gbuo udele ihe a na-ahụ n'ala Igbo. Sevio ndị Igbo nwere wụ Nnamdi Kanu. Because obodo ahụ alaala n'iyi maka ile ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo ọ laala n'iyi. Ọkwa ịhụ Simon Ekpa, ọkwa ịhụrụ ụwa zuru ike, ọkwa ịhụrụ Asari Dokubo, ọkwa ịhụ ndị isi dị iche iche nọ n'ala Igbo nọ na Biafra. Ndị anyị hụrụ na-eme ataki DOS and HOT, ndị a wụ ndị sabotua nkara aka, ejenti ndị Fulani, ejenti ndị Igbo efulefu si na ha wụ gọvanọ na ndị otu ndị politishan. Ihe ndị a na-eme wụ ịhaide under IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, na fight for IPOB to destroy it. That is why you follow the their unity. You don't think it's their unity with your enemy. Because if I know, wherever I know, we are connected with the Fulani government in Nigeria. India only made donation towards their time of donation with their group of people. They don't take down. Kahamurena applied to evil. In our part, IPOB. That is their work. Our leader na radio. The same group of people, they know what if our leader choke work on it, how many people our leader attack left and front. But today, our leader not around. Hano kwa neba hano. Nefuku hala support our leader. Then he DOS. Can you think a single one of you failed? Ipob Biafra. Ipob of our leader. Again, and as you said. This group of people, if we let me before, we need a measure. Biafra stand here. I got a China got to of a country. Okay, democracy or no democracy. Dictatorship will be first before democracy. Here a pampa and Nigeria see democracy. Whoever and has who know him and Diana and it with the wave. And Colombia yesterday. But when you hear nature, the religion, the politician, both Muslim and the Christianity, I don't want them. They are working for one goal. This radio, Biafra, with highest institution. Radio Biafra. I'm heading with times double. It will times double. Then a radio Biafra. Sense of reason will be there. You will know the importance of shameless. Shameless human being. That is what our problem is. Shameless human being. When I live today as leader. And when people want to how to calculate and bring something out. Because Fulani are giving leader the Igbo people for quite a long time after the war. That is our reason. Fulani are go now. So, I make a son of it to a new rate. They want to radio Biafra. They radio the Samari India. No way. Yesterday I talked about okay for any radio. I laugh because I'm a leader. Ipob radio 19. Immediately they anything contrary to what the source of the act of Allah. The only solution here they make a radio Biafra. Can they motivate the radio Biafra? Now look open. I know what you are open to face to enter into their plan. And it can have with you one. Because radio Biafra, when anybody make a radio Biafra, now what's up? Am I in your radio Biafra? Am I that Nigeria was created by Satan, and whoever is supporting Nigeria is agent of Satan. That is the truth. Whoever Nigeria, sitting with none of God, Nigeria, he is agent of Satan. There's no doubt about it. Because there is no difference between you and Satan. British was Satan agent on earth. Fulanis are their managers. And they are using it to make sure that Africa will remain slave forever. And they are doing it very well. So, Mazi Nnamdi, let me stop here today. It is not to happen long. How many people that call raging is important. But what have you said? That people over there will hear it and make sense of from it. That is very important. Because Radio Biafra is a special radio. That whoever hear it, hear what from our leader, will be a different person. What Fulani have done in Nigeria and British, and the share BP, according to all the information we bring out today, is very difficult to explain. But with Chukwu again, he will uphold the hand of our leader. At the end, we win. Thank you very much, Mazi Nnamdi. For all the whole effort you made and the other presenters on this journey. All hail Biafra.
Biafra dewo. That's na so it be us. Na so we be. Na so we there. Na so we be. The thing we say we got grace and na so we be. The thing where we they do to ourselves. You know, we they see all these things where we they do to ourselves. Amanke we see amanke word. Nke we see we lisi akoda. Nke so no word they give abubie. Headless, tailless, amoeba, whatever. We fit column. I mean, we don't do things so with the begin the destroy ourselves like parasite where they eating us. If they go suck you dry. Nigeria, let's move forward. We they tell us say nothing like Nigeria. Now oil company. And the clip where I play, I don't play them about 7 times now, and I go to play them. Make it enter on a brain say the country where na they call Nigeria no be Nigeria. Na oil company, Royal Nigeria company, na there the thing start. And let's move forward. Where the move go? For river where they don't destroy them pata. Where if you hear oil spill one time, then go find you so you get gray hair overnight. Here now the thing every day then they do. And you see somebody oil go banker, you go punch you hole for the drum, you go cost more oil. They know the two way then they do. And then they do and they point finger. Now the miscreants and now the vandals. You where they vandalize big time. With the ship we go on anchor for your water side. They on top they stay in the ocean. They with the long pipe. Then go link them. Boom, come join them. $1 million plus. times $700, $80 times $80 every month. Not one ship, not two, not three, not four. And they take the money, then they take and wash you in the face. And they take and they pay on a pipeline guard. Go here, go guard our pipeline. And Boris Johnson consider properly from top of the ship. I thank the Nigerian Navy for protecting our oil. That make it tear come out from my eye. Nga beke. When Moramu, she London Biana coast to give. She not thank the Navy on Hana for protecting their oil. Listen, Azul on Nage. Sina Lage, nobody Azul on Nage. Now from properly from your own land. What became against she London Bia, she not thank the Nigerian Navy. Where then they sponsor for protecting their oil. And somebody wait there for Jigawa to tell you the oil now. As long as say they answer that name Nigeria. For the fact say tell you say as long as say they answer that Nigeria, that means a Nigerian a lie. Nigeria not exists, just exists because of oil. Because of oil, where Fulani be the supervisor and London, BP and Netherlands. Now them be the master. And I come open them, say look the clip. Many of these clips there. Many of these clips Boko. The security way they talk now, me, now police, now them. When they kill cancer, we were. I be not be the police and army arrest them. I be not be the army make judgment where Shell say okay we go pay you, we don't mind. Not be the army where say they be Nigerian army, not be them army Shell go sponsor. They can't kill cancer and they'll go deny. Anya bachi anya. Let's move on to Nigeria. Where the move go? Not to say I hate here today. But how somebody go come take your oil, now them get the oil wells, wait there for your backyard. They say they don't fight a war until you defeat them. That means say you never defeat. They never want to end though. They're still the fighter. And now Shell they pump the money. I play on the one Aisha Buhari where then they kick come out from Asorok. If her husband die alive, where then go kick and come out for Asorok. And now who they there? How many times Aisha Buhari don't enter that Asorok? If not there, your husband there. Shit holes. We go end this thing in peace. Make everybody go away. Make everybody go away. If oil company want to negotiate now, the people will get the land, now the people will get the oil, now then they go negotiate with. But they not go do it because they know say the people get brain. So they go use people who no get brain to make on to hold on a tight. And those who for now will get brain go call sell on our brothers too. Una go tip tinya kana ba remu no. Where am I in the canteen tinya jide? When you see about what thing happen, we can't tell us it will happen. Nobody don't make that inquiry. Joajuju. Ajuju chopata. They chore dendru. People will won't be alive. Nobody will don't make investigation. Guy here chopata. Kedonia wonye gawu president. How you go look? Your money not go be make you president. Oh. If you don't get them, forget about your money. We not go back where money go rule. You not go work. You not go work. If you not go do the two way, make people move. Look, every country will be one. They move forward. Not be 300 million. Useless 300 million. Where you not go fit to vote for another person because you not be the same. If you not go vote for somebody because you not be the same, then why you go be one? How you go be one? How una go be one? Or do the one not go agree? Now they are right. I don't want to go agree. Now they are right. Middle belt not agree. Now they are right. Oh, Biafra not go agree. Now our right. So therefore, how we go be one? How we go be one? Now what? Our wajuju na juno. Ndi woni wo. Ndi aparekro. Ndi beribe. How una go be one? When I hear Governor Jigawa, we are different. He take him out, talk him. Not be me talk him. He take him out, talk him. I go take him close my South Africa. Make gonna give me 1 second. Time don't reach. The two no need to come guari also. And they talk him, then they laugh, then they clap hand. Like saying a joke, the joke. The man not the joke. Not true it yo. Talk true. Oil belongs to Jigawa. Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa. Now you Sabia.
Vision improved after I threw away all.
Yaram again. Na mechion. No chetroka madine kurunoka. Somebody want to talk something, they talk. I'm gonna hear him again.
But then God has made us to stay together. So why can't we attempt to stay together? I honestly, Lord, will make sure that we have uninterrupted supply of oil so that there will be uninterrupted supply of money to Jigawa State. As long as we are collective. Of course, we are not the same people. We have to understand that, look, I'm a Fulani man, and you saw it different, Yoruba is different, but then God has made us to stay together. So why can't we attempt to stay together? And I honestly do not know, even if we won't part ways, let's sit on the table, around the table, and agree that, look, that oil of Bielsa, Jigawa cannot have a share. No way. You know, I don't mind us talking like that. But as of today, that oil, we shall do everything within our means, everything with our blood to defend our oil in Bielsa. So we will do everything possible to defend that oil in Bielsa in the North Sudan out there as well. You know, so that's what I want them to understand. This country fought civil war. And that's probably why we are still together. And anybody who threatened, unless if we are defeated, then we can leave the oil. But if anybody...
When I say a joke, Abi, it happen as we it happen as we the talk. It happen as we the talk. When they go vote. Now I go vote for president. Go make you go vote. You not go leave you. I thank you properly. I thank you well. People will come participate. The Jikere give vote. Oh yeah. There's no one here. Not be today begin vote. And not be today Hane Bujegi monkey coat. So na say be. Yeah, I thank you. We go there for air again tomorrow. The update for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I no get up, so I go try. He monkey coat. So na say be. Yeah, I thank you. We go there for air again tomorrow. The update for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I no get up, so I go try.
Let the whole wide world know.